welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. So for today's video, I am doing a review and kind of like my thoughts on this product here. This is the BellaBeat Leaf. It is kind of like a fitness and wellness tracker. This is the first one of the kind that I've used, but I am familiar with a couple different apps that I've tried as well that have been free. This retails for $129.99 with taxes. I paid about $150 and I'm in Canada, so our tax is a little bit higher and prices vary depending where you are, but that's how much I paid. Basically, I'm going to go through what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and why I'm returning it. So let's just get right on into it. Okay, so when you purchase it, this is how it comes, like this, and there's a few different ways you can wear it, which is kind of like one of the key selling points. So if you see on the side, it tells you like the key ways that you can wear this piece, and it says wear it as a clip, necklace, or bracelet. This one I picked with the necklace because the whole premise and reason why I wanted to do the leaf instead of like a Fitbit was because I didn't want to commit to wearing something on my wrist all the time. Like, I like to wear bracelets and watches, and I mean, depending on which one you get, the Fitbit can also be similar to a watch, but I just didn't want to commit to anything on my wrist, so I thought having a necklace would be nice. So I'll just give you the details of how it comes. So it's just in this box like this, and just disclaimer, I've been wearing this for about a week, I think. Yeah, it's been like exactly 1 week since I bought it. So basically it comes in this little tray like this, just make it look nice. And this is it. This is the fitness tracker. I have to say, when you have it in your hand, it feels a lot bigger than expected. And when you wear it as a necklace, it's kind of big. But when you clip it on your pants or your shirt, I don't notice it at all. Generally, I clipped it onto like my bra or my sports bra, and that's like how I wore it. I don't really like to wear like pajamas and stuff at night, so I just wear a sports bra, clip it on, and that's it. So it was really nice. I really didn't feel like I was wearing anything. Didn't bother me. Nothing. Was really easy to wear. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And you also get this manual. So it's the user leaf manual. It tells you some stuff about it. I'm going to quickly go over it. This is the silver edition, by the way. So basically this is what it says. I'm going to read it to you. So it says, about BellaBeat Leaf. The leaf is a sleep, stress, and movement monitor. It can be worn as a necklace, bracelet, or a clip. The leaf syncs with the Leaf app, so you do have to download the app as well, and it uses your Bluetooth to connect to the app while you're wearing the leaf. And all data is transferred wirelessly, which is nice. And you had to transfer the data though. So it does store, okay, hold on, let me just finish this first before I move on to something else. Okay, accurate sensors inside the leaf measure your breathing, how active you are, and all your movements throughout the day and night. Based on all collected data, the Leaf app provides useful insight to improve your health. The Leaf also vibrates to remind you to either increase your activity or reduce the intensity of your workouts depending on your preferences. So that's just kind of like the overview of what the actual device will do for you. Here's some pictures of some beautiful ladies wearing the leaf, how it can be worn, depending on which one you purchase. I think if it doesn't say, from what I understand, if the box doesn't say necklace included, then you purchase the one with the bracelet, from my understanding. And how it comes is, this is the little necklace chain. It's a really nice length. I have like a wider neck because I'm fluffy. So I really liked that this necklace was still short but long enough to fit around my neck. Okay, sorry if that got weird at any point because it just kind of cut me off. I'm not exactly sure where it cut me off. My memory card was full. But I believe I was talking about this thing here. And all this does is, it's like a little key, I guess, and it lets you like open up your BellaBeat so that you can remove the battery or replace the battery. Now, with that being said, you do not have to charge this battery at all. I know with some other fitness trackers, especially the Fitbit, you have to charge it like once a week, sometimes more, depending on the thing. I've had a couple friends that have them, and they say about once a week will get them through. This one you don't. This one you only have to change the battery like once every 6 months. So if you don't want to have to worry about charging something every week or whatever, this is really nice. You kind of wear it and never have to worry about it. So there's a lot of really cool, unique things about this particular fitness tracker, or wellness tracker, whatever you want to call it. See, it markets itself as a smart jewelry, And on the back, or it just says tracks breathing, sleep, activity, and monthly cycle. So it does also track your period, which is nice if you aren't on like birth control or anything like that and you kind of want to remember when it's coming. If you don't have something else to help you out with that, that's kind of nice too. The BellaBeat, the app, I'll actually just show you it on my phone. Just explain it. So kind of, I don't think you can see it. Looks like this. And then it shows you everything that's going on in your day. So the three main focuses are your steps and activity. So basically it's just gonna track, I'm not wearing it today because I'm returning it, so I'll explain that in a minute. But on like a typical day, let me show you like one of my work days when I was actually like moving around. So let's see. So right here it says that I had 5,000 steps and active calories burned was 368. I also exercised that day, and then it tells me like an overview that I did 23 minutes of active time, and my goal, I reached it, and it did over my goal of 114%. Then it just tells you activity goal, you've been active for more than 23 minutes today, stop for a second and read, you are brilliant. Because my active goal was 20 minutes, I went over by 3 minutes, and that's how they like kind of gauge it. You can personalize this app to an extent, and I will explain that as well. It also tracks your sleep. Now, all it's doing is tracking the movement of when you're sleeping. So if you're a really restless sleeper, this is not going to be accurate because it's saying like light sleep, deep sleep. It tells you when you're awake, things like that. But all it's doing is tracking the movement. It's not actually like a scientific device that's telling you like when you're awake and when you're asleep and how deep you are in the sleep. It's just telling you your movement, which is something to consider because a lot of these fitness trackers and whatever kind of make it seem like it's tracking your actual sleep and quality of the sleep based on like a different level, like how your brain is working and things like that, but it's not. It's just tracking your movement. So you could be in a really deep sleep and just be really restless, and it's going to tell you that you had a light sleep. So just something to keep in mind. Also, it also focuses on breathing exercises. They don't really touch much on this, I feel. Like it just, I mean, I guess it does say tracks breathing. But when I watched the video, there is like a promo video on their website that I'll also link in the description. I don't know, I feel like the breathing aspect didn't seem as prominent to me for some reason. But then when I got the app, I was like, oh, okay, like it's one of the three main categories. Like it's a big deal. Basically what you do is through the app, it gives you like breathing exercises, and you can start in beginner to advanced and blah blah blah. And I'll just play one really quickly so that you can see. Let's do beginner 1. Oh, right, I have to turn on the leaf to do this. And all you do by turning on the leaf is you tap it twice. So like,
welcome to the beginner breathing exercise.
It's good to go. I turned on my Bluetooth.
It's important to use the breathing technique you learned in the introduction exercise. If you skipped it, please go back and review the introduction exercise first. Sit up straight while seated.
I've actually done the breathing exercises a few times, and they're really lovely. Like they're very calming. I sometimes get like panic attacks to anxiety, like not extreme by any means, but just sometimes if I'm really stressed out about something or something's weighing heavily on my mind, sometimes I get really anxious. So having the breathing exercises was really nice because it kind of was just like 10 minutes or so that you can kind of just relax, take a couple minutes to yourself. You can plug in your headphones with this as well, and I found that like really relaxing. So that was nice, but you know, I don't know. And then it also has like period. So my period was supposed to start today according to the app. So there you go. It hasn't, but according to the app it was supposed to start today. Then also, and that's based on like last month's cycle. So you have to log like when your last period was, and then it calculates based on a 28-day cycle when your next period should be. Blah blah blah. You have alarms as well, and now what the alarm does is it's supposed to be kind of like a gentler way to wake you up or remind you of things, and that basically the leaf will vibrate. So if you're wearing it as a necklace or in your pants or anything like that, it will kind of do like a light vibration, and it does it maybe like 4 or 5 times. It also will do this depending on your activity level as well. So I have mine set at level 2, which means like every 4 hours, if I'm not being active enough, it'll vibrate to remind me to get up and do something, which I actually really liked because you don't realize device, right? Like especially on off days, like I'll be on my computer, I'll be editing, or I'll be doing something, and then all of a sudden it starts vibrating and I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get up and do something. The syncing process was really easy on this. All you do is hit the little sync button, and then it'll say double tap your leaf. You double tap the device, syncs all of your data, and it holds data up to 14 days, so you don't need to do this every day if you don't want to. I kind of feel like you should. I also did it multiple times a day to see how I was doing with my steps, because it doesn't automatically sync it, which I feel like is kind of the whole point of the app, is to make you aware of how many steps you're doing. So to not log your data for 14 days completely defeats the purpose to me, but it is kind of nice that, like, just in case you're not near your phone or something like that, I don't know, then you have the option of not doing it as regularly. So you can customize it a little bit in settings. So you can have up to 3 alarms, and then you can have 1 special alarm, meaning like something to remind you or whatever. Like I had it to remind me to take my medication, blah, blah, blah. Then it also has profile, your basic information, so my name, my birthday, my weight, and my height. This is where I kind of lost the fitness and weight loss element to me, because okay, I use the app FitnessPal. I've been using that for like, I want to say maybe 3 years. I've been using it on and off, like not consistently, but it's always been in my phone and I've always tracked it when I've thought about it. And that one I'm absolutely in love with. It tracks all your food. You can now, like with a new update, you can put in your weight for the day. You can also take a picture of yourself of what your weight is, and they do their own like side-by-side collage of like the first time you did that and to today. And I don't know, I really enjoy FitnessPal. It's also run by Under Armour, I believe, and it's free. It's a free app. If you have your phone on you, it also tracks your steps. So for me, I don't know if that's why I'm not like in love with the Leaf, is because I have an app that kind of does all of that and more for free. I don't know. The only thing the app doesn't do is track your sleep, but for me it feels kind of bogus anyway, because it's just tracking your movement, and that's the same across the board for all fitness trackers, so just keep that in mind as well. The pros and cons for me were, it was really, like, it's really lightweight, like it feels like nothing. You can wear it as a necklace, a bracelet, on your pants, clipped on your shirt. There's so many different ways you can wear it, which I love, because I feel like the Fitbits and things like that are kind of chained to your wrist, you're tied down to it. I just don't like the idea of having to wear that all the time to know how my fitness is and everything is going. So that's what I really liked about this. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I like preferred this to the Fitbit. The app for me, I know that this is a new product. I am aware that it is new. I have seen on the forum on the website, the frequently asked questions on the website, all that stuff, that they have made a lot of improvements to the app, and they're also working on making the Leaf waterproof, because I know there's like a lot of people that were commenting saying that they're swimmers and they'd love to take it with them and blah blah. But you can actually add exercises, and there are quite a few good options for exercises that have already determined how many calories per minute that you would lose, and then you track the amount of minutes that you did that exercise, blah blah blah. So that's nice as well. But for me, I don't know if I just don't want a fitness tracker, or it just isn't, I don't need one. I'm not sure, but honestly, this didn't change my life in any way. Like, it didn't make me more aware of anything. I didn't really do anything with the data that it gave me. I think it's a nice device, especially if you want like a wellness device or something like that. If you're really into fitness and you want heart rate and all that kind of stuff in your food, and progress photos and constantly tracking your weight and things like that, you're not gonna like this, because it doesn't track your weight. It doesn't track anything like weight loss wise. This is not the device for you. But if you do yoga, or you just do some light exercise and you want to know your steps for the day, you like to do breathing exercises, it's more of like a wellness tracker, and it is really lovely to wear, I have to say. Like, but I didn't notice it was there, and it didn't really do anything for me. So for $150, I feel like it should be a little more like revolutionary. So for me personally, it didn't work, and that's why I'm returning it. I've been wearing it for a week, and yeah, like I would log my data every day, but I would see, okay, so I've done 5,000 steps today. Okay, cool. I guess I should up my steps, like, but it didn't make me change the way I was living my life. I mean, if you work out, it is a great way to log the data as well. But like I mentioned before, I have FitnessPal, which does all of that. It counts my steps. It counts my exercise. They have like thousands of exercises you can choose from and log. It does your food, your water. Like, I feel like this the app element of the Leaf has a long way to go, but the device itself is really cool. Even though after the first day I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get enough use out of this. Like, I don't think it's gonna be beneficial to me, and I tried it for a solid week and it just wasn't cutting it for me. So if you have one and you love it, write it down below. If you purchased one, brought it back, tell me why. I'd like to hear your conversation and hear your thoughts on it as well, and I hope this review was helpful. If you were looking online trying to find reviews and things like that, like I was before I purchased it, I hope this helped you in some way. Feel free to ask me any questions down below. If I didn't cover anything in this video, I hope I did, because I feel like this is going to be pretty long. Not gonna lie, I've been like rambling for a while now. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all my social media. It's Blush Daisies, like it is here, everywhere on every social media platform. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.